Hey Nailiaddicts, welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Okay, so I know you guys have probably been seeing this all over YouTube. It is the Beetles Tipex. Now y'all know I love my 5 Angeles Tipex. So when I seen these, I was like, wait a minute. At first I was confused. I thought maybe Tipex had sold their company to Beetles. I didn't know what was going on. They are two separate companies still, because I just did a video where they sent me a PR box. So I purchased these off Amazon with my own money, and I wanted to do a comparison. These look exactly and feel exactly like the 5 Angeles. Oh, look at me about to say Los Angeles. The Tipex ones that I have reviewed previously. The Beetles brand now offer it. I paid, I want to say $7.80 from Amazon. And I just got the tips. I didn't get the glue or the starter kit or anything like that. And I'm comparing them to my 5 Angeles, and that's the ones that you see here. It's a little bit smaller, but they have the same C curve. They're the same thickness, and they both have the matted inside etched tip. Matted inside etched nail bed. They look exactly like the other ones. Now, I'm not telling y'all which ones to buy. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I just wanted y'all to know that there are two different companies making these tips. Either way, it's up to you. It's your decision. So I found that I could easily adjust these to fit my nail beds. You see, my cuticles are a little more square shaped, and these were a little more rounded, and I was easily able to file them to fit my cuticles, and they all fit really good from sidewall to sidewall. I had no issues in finding my size. So here is another product that is also new to me. This is Max Estrada's E-Nail Couture. This is the pink bubblegum gel. I've seen this over YouTube for years. This is the first time that I ever used it. From what I saw, all you have to do is just scoop a little out and press it down like you would your semi-solid gel that you would to use to attach your tips anyway. I had quite a bit of trouble working with this. It was about the same consistency as I normally use to attach my tips on, but for some reason I just could not get the hang of the amount to use. It's either I was using too much or I didn't use enough. By the time I finished, you would have thought I had the hang of it, but I didn't. I'm obviously going to have to try this again and keep practicing, because this was these didn't go on as easily as I've seen them on other content creators' page. I had to keep taking it off and readjusting it because I had put too much on there, and it kept oozing out of the back. It was oozing out the side, and you want to get all of that cleaned up before you go into your lamp to flash cure. And even then, I still had spillage off to the side of it because I was pressing it down while it was underneath the flash lamp, and that made it come out even more. This gel is thick enough to where once you press it down and put it into place, I think you're able to just go ahead and leave it. You don't have to continually apply pressure before you put it into the flash lamp. I didn't realize that until, of course, after I did, after I did a few fingers. So I'm going to try this again. I'm going to watch a few more videos to see how other people use this and the amount that they use. And I'm going to come back again and see if I can do my other hand using the same technique. Hopefully, I'll do a little bit better. I just went in with some Essie base coat because I'm going to be using regular nail polish, and I didn't need to buff out my tips. If you're using gel polish, it would be best if you buff your tips out because gel sticks better to rough surfaces. But if you're just using regular nail polish, you don't necessarily have to do that. You can if you want. But for me, I just put on a base coat and then I can add my regular nail polish right on top. So I'm using this saber tooth from Mooncat. Yes, y'all haven't seen the video. I'm thinking I'm just gonna make a 1-minute short, but I did go back and purchase more polish from Mooncat during their lunar sale that they had a few weeks ago. I know I said I wasn't going to do that because y'all seen the other video. I went bananas. This time I did not. I only purchased 3 polishes and I got 1 free. This was one of the ones that I purchased. I didn't need to do a whole video on it because, like I said, I only purchased 4. I was very good this time, and I only needed to show y'all just the ones that I got. So I'm just going to make a short about it. Anyway, this dries down matte, and I really love this color. This is one of their more popular colors. And since it's already matte, that doesn't mean that I have to go in with a matte top coat in order to do my watercolor. And that's what I decided to do. I just went straight on top of that polish with my watercolor paint because this is going to provide the background to the stamping that I'm gonna do later on. I'm gonna just let y'all watch this part. It's not nothing really to explain. I just go through with several different shades of blue just to give the nails some texture for the background that I'm going to be using with the stamping. So I'll let y'all watch and I will pop back in later. Okay, so a lot of us have stamping plates that looks like a scenery. This can be divided into at least 4 parts, or you can just take a section of the scene and just stamp it onto your nail. I wanted to show y'all how to use it where you can use the entire scene and make it spread on all 5 of your fingers. And when you combine it, it looks like it did on the stamping plate. So I took it by sections, and originally I pulled out 4 different stampers because what I was gonna do was stamp all 4 in a row and then just go through and put them on each finger. I completely forgot to do that, and instead I just used one stamper. I just kept sectioning it off and using that same stamper, even though I had 3 I had 3 other stampers right in front of me that I did not use. I don't know if I forgot that was what I was supposed to be doing or what, but I just used that one stamper. Obviously, it still worked out the same. You know, no matter if you use one stamper or 4 different stampers, I still was able to break it up into 5 sections. I repeated the thumb and the pinky because I just liked it the way those fish looked. And after that, the thing about watercolors, it really works best if you have more open areas or negative space on your stamping. This was pretty tightly compact. These fish did not have a lot of opening space, and it also has flowers in the middle of the koi pond, and even the flowers are really tightly etched, so it didn't really allow for the watercolor paint to really shine through. So if I could give y'all one tip, that would be to choose a stamping plate that has a lot of negative space and a lot of open space in between the sketches. A tightly etched plate with designs on it is, you could still use it. Obviously, I attempted to use it. It didn't come out like I wanted to. Just do yourself a favor and pick one that has more space for you to show off your watercolors. I love watercolor painting, even if it's not on my nails. And what is my favorite part is that if you mess up, you can just use regular water and redo the whole thing. So I just used some regular water to kind of clean up around the fish from where I had kind of painted outside of the lines. Like I said earlier, this was a very small space, so me going outside of the line was inevitable. I just tried to clean it up the best I could, and I really like the pops of color against this blue and white background. Yes, I could have just left it just with the white. That's just not my style. I do love color, and I didn't want to overdo it because the background is pretty busy already. So I think these little pops of color was just enough to make this design stand out. I know you can kind of, if you look closely, you can tell that they're koi fish. It kind of got lost a little bit in the design. It's really up to you if you just want to use it as an accent nail or put it on all 5 fingers. I think it looks good either way. And I am going to keep these on for a little while. Also, I wanted y'all to know that I was able to use my nail tip cutter and cut these down some so that they were more of a workable management for me, because I do have to go to work this week. And this is the set complete. I put my cuticle oil on, and this is it. What do you guys think about this scenery stamping? Is that too much? Or would you just pick out just a few pieces of the scene and put it on your nails? Or would you use the whole thing like I did? Let me know down in the comments. Thank y'all so much for watching my video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.